Hey Algebra 1 class. So today's video, we're starting chapter 4. Chapter 4 is all about writing equations of lines. So last chapter we did a bunch of graphing of lines, and now we're going to actually take information and try to write the equations of lines. So we're going to use those same three forms, and we're going to start with slope-intercept form. So you remember good old y equals mx plus b. The m stands for that slope, the b stands for that y-intercept. So the time to use slope-intercept form to write an equation is going to be when you know the slope and the y-intercept. If you don't know those two things, then slope-intercept form is a little harder to use. So we want to use it when it's convenient, and it's convenient if we know or can easily find the slope and the y-intercept. So example 1 below here, write an equation of a line that has a slope of 7, that's m, and a y-intercept of -3, that's b. So this equation is going to be pretty easy. I'm just going to take y equals mx plus b form, and I'm going to sub in m and b. Y equals 7x minus 3. And that's my answer. Pretty easy. Let's move on here. So because we need the y-intercept for slope-intercept form, we want to get really good at finding a y-intercept, okay? And when it's written in a point, the y-intercept is any point where the x value is 0, right? We saw this last chapter when we did standard form 0 comma blank. That's the y-intercept, okay? So pause the video and write down all of the y-intercepts that you see on the screen. Any point where the any point where the x value is 0. So take a minute, pause the video, and do that. All right, let's see how you did. The x-intercepts, or the y-intercepts that are on this page are 0, 11, 0, -9, 0, 5, 0, 4, and 0, 0. Okay, a couple that were meant to kind of try to trick you. Any of the ones that have 0 as the y value, those are not y-intercepts. So not that one, not 3, 0, not 7, 0, not 4, 0. None of those are y-intercepts. Those are actually x-intercepts. So we don't want those. Okay, but if you see a point where the x value is 0, you know right away that that's a y-intercept. Okay, all right. Example 2 gives you a graph. So now I'm trying to find information from this graph to write an equation. Okay, well, again, if I want to use slope-intercept form, I need a slope and y-intercept. Well, looking at this graph, the y-intercept is right there for me. The y-intercept is the point 0, -3. So I have that, but I need the slope. So to find the slope, I'm going to try to find another nice point on the graph, and there's one right there. So let's count. Up 1, 2, 3, over 1, 2. Those are both positive, so my slope's going to be up 3 over 2. Positive 3, positive 2. And you can even, if you just write plus 3 and plus 2, you know that those should both be positive numbers in your fraction. All right, well now I've got the information I need. My b value is going to be -3, so the equation is going to be y equals 3/2 x minus 3. Let's do one more. Example 3 says write an equation of the line that goes through the points 2, 3 and 0, 4. So in this one, it's a little harder. We're not given anything straight up. We have to kind of find it. Well, this is what I want you to get good at recognizing. 0, 4, right away, you should be thinking, oh, great, that's a y-intercept because the x value is 0. All right, so I do have the y-intercept. I need to find the slope. need slope. Okay, well, when I have 2 points, I can find the slope by calling them x1, y1, and x2, y2, and using my slope formula. Remember, this formula is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That's the formula you use when you have 2 points and you want to find their slope. So let's see, y2 minus y1 is 4 minus 3 over x2 minus x1 is 0 minus 2. So on the top I get 1, the bottom I get negative 2. So there's my slope, negative 1/2, and my y-intercept is 4. So to get my equation, it's just going to be y equals negative 1/2 x minus, plus, because it's positive 4, plus 4. All right, so you should go in your binder now and try those, the classwork problems that's assigned on the assignment sheet. Thanks.